Like, this is how sticky this shit is. Like, you saw this. Hey guys, it's not that fair. Welcome back to that. Every time I go on Instagram, I just feel ugly. I feel ugly. Am I the only one? I can't be the only one because I feel ugly. I'm just gonna do my makeup and I'm gonna share an experience that I had. I kind of did my eyebrows a little bit, like I just cleaned them up, but I feel like I made them a little bit. So I'm gonna be doing a little get ready with me, but also slash horror scary little get ready with me slash my one of my paranormal experiences. I'm gonna be sharing a paranormal experience that I had, and I don't know if I'm gonna be sharing more. I talked a lot about these in my lives. If you see my lives, usually I post my lives. I don't post all of them. So like sometimes you just see what you see on live, and if you don't hop on the live, you're gonna be missing out because sometimes I'll be spilling some tea, girl. Like I be spilling some tea. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Not That Fit. Welcome back to another video. This can be a little get ready with me slash sharing a paranormal experience, okay? This one, nothing really happened, but it did. You're just gonna understand, okay? So just keep like literally being a dog mom, being a mother to a newborn puppy is not for the weak. Like it's like a little glimpse of being an actual mom, which is something I'm probably never experienced, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's tough because every 3 or 4 hours like she has to feed, and like today I went to go buy some more formula and it's expensive. It's basically the same as to how much a newborn formula would be. So yesterday I was so busy that I forgot that I left my vanilla chai latte with strawberry cold foam in the freezer, and I'm just gonna let it defrost and I'm gonna be drinking that shit because I ain't gonna waste it. I hadn't gotten Starbucks in a long time until recently my boyfriend got me. And I know I'm supposed to be boycotting, but there's a lot of other restaurants that I'm supposed to be boycotting and I don't boycott. I feel like that doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. I feel like we just need a better president, you know? We need a better president that cares about the actual citizens rather than the... Like, I don't like to get into politics, okay? Let me just say this one thing. I'm all for people coming into the US to get a better life, to live the dream of the American dream, okay? I'm all for that. Like, you do that, like, especially if you live in a very dangerous country. But the thing that's not fair is that those people are getting more help than the struggling citizens of its own country. Like, honestly, shit be so expensive. Like $200 of groceries is literally nothing nowadays. It will last you less than a week. It's not even enough. I can't fathom how fucking left behind the fucking citizens of this country are. Don't even get me started, bro. I'm literally wetting my beauty blender with my water bottle, and because I'm supposed to wash it, but I'm literally not in the mood to get up and down. I've been up and down. Basically, whatever. Fuck talking about politics. I'm gonna be talking about little paranormal experience that I've been having, or that I had. The fuck? I don't know what's going on with you guys. I'm not used to this camera. I don't know if you can tell. This is the one that I would always use, and it's about to finish, but then I got this one. And it's like literally the same shit, but I think it's just like the color and the niacinamide. And it actually is really sticky. Like, let me just show you an example of how good it is. Before I get into the story, let me just show you this really quick. Like, I'm gonna apply the primer, right? I'm gonna apply that primer everywhere. I honestly do think that it helps with blackheads sometimes. Like, this is how sticky this shit is. Like, you saw this. I did no cuts. I'm not even gonna cut it. Like, I'm gonna show you like straight from when I put it to now. Like, it's stuck. It's stuck. This is why I love it. I love it so much that if they made a hair glue for this, I would trust it with my life. I would trust the whole fucking formula. Like, Elf does not play. Like, I feel like Elf kind of did have to adapt to the price inflation, because I remember Elf was a lot more cheaper back then. And then I don't know where like primers went from like $5 to like $10, and I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, it's affecting everybody. And I do understand that companies have to, okay, whatever. So my story takes place in a very, very long time, guys. I honestly don't remember. Like, I think I was like maybe 16. No, I was probably like 18. Between 17 to 19 from what I remember. I know that I think I was still in high school. I would use this app a lot. Like, before I got necrophonic, I would always use this app called Ghost Talking app or something like that. I don't really remember exactly the name, but I still have it. I would still use it. I can say that I was half skeptic. Ugh. I was half skeptic and then half like believer, because I fully like don't have enough proof of like spirits. We get this app, and me and my dad decide to go to the Old Mercy Abandoned Hospital. And you know, a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings about that area because of the history that is brought into this place. Is, you know, it has a lot of history, and it's very well known. So this is a very popular location, haunted location in my city. A lot of people like to trespass there and like fuck around, but I decided to go with my dad and use the app there. When we went, a lot of weird things, like whenever we would go to like a specific location, it would kind of describe where we were. Like when we would go to the port of entrance, it would say port, and then it would say like words that just kind of synced. I would kind of see things by the window, and I don't know if it was me or like I'm like maybe I'm just tripping or something, but I just had a weird feeling that we were being watched. And so we just kept walking around, and then we were on live, and we had a lot of weird like words pop up. We would ask it questions and it would answer. And you know, it was just like having fun with the app until these words that I'm about to tell you, these words pop up, and I kind of freak out, because it kind of feel like it was like, I don't know if it was a good warning, like they were trying to help out, or they were just telling us like, yo, watch out. Or like probably like about a block down to turn to go to our car, because we didn't go inside of the Mercy Hub. We just walked around and played with the app. We walked around like the block and try to play with the app there. And then I don't know where the word alarm pops up, and I just had this weird gut feeling that was so scary. And so we start speed walking towards the car, and we literally see like a beat up old truck with only one headlight working. Our car was parked across the street from the hospital, and this truck parked in the middle of the street next to our car, when there was literally no other cars. Had so much space to park somewhere else, and it was just parked like in front of our car, like on this next to our car, but the truck was in the middle of the road, which was kind of weird. Like, it was just there. We kind of like were like, what the fuck, you know? Like, I don't know where, like, I don't know. I had the weird, after seeing the truck there, I got like the most intense fear of getting shot. Like, I don't know, my feeling, like, I either thought we were gonna get shot or something, you know, like, I just had a weird feeling. What happens is that another truck pulls up, and it's like another like weird suspicious truck, and maybe they're just people, you know, maybe they're just people trying to scare us or something. But my dad didn't really pay attention, but I stuck with my gut with the fear of getting shot, and I had never felt this intense fear of getting shot. Like, I was just afraid of dying at that moment. I don't know why. And that passes, and we're still proceeding with like our lives, and we're just, you know, still doing our own thing. And then we see that there's like people, like little weird things that just keep making me more jump. People were inside of the hospital trespassing and scaring, like trying to scare us and shit, and I was already jumpy, and I just felt very uneasy. And like, there were a lot more words that were said. I can't fully recall everything that was said in the app, but there was a lot of weird things that had happened. All of this night passes, and about a day or two later, my dad was talking to one of his friends that lives close by in that area, literally like he lives in that neighborhood of where we were in the hospital. The guy says on his security camera he caught gunshots. You know how I said I was intensely afraid of getting shot that day? Well, there was gunshots literally a day or two later. So I don't know if it was just like my body like trying to tell me something. I don't know what it was, but I felt like a weird feeling after that. It was weird. Like, honestly, it was just so fucking weird how that happened. And I had never been that afraid of getting shot. Like, and nobody, like, I didn't even see a gun or anything. Like, I just had that intense fear of getting shot. And turns out that people were shooting. You know, they were shooting the day after. Maybe it was like maybe it was those people that were literally parked in front of my dad's car. Like, what the fuck? It was so weird. That was so trippy and scary. And honestly, like, I procrastinate a lot about going back because I want to do some videos just like walking out. But shit, it's scary, you know. You don't want to get shot. And that neighborhood is not like, it's not like really ghetto, but it can be, because it's a very old neighborhood. It has a lot of like the original, was it like a lot of originality in that area, and it can be pretty scary. Also, I'm gonna be linking down as many products as I can, like of my favorite products that I'm using right now. But like, I look like a crackhead. I look like a crackhead, but like, I just make sure that it's like packed on. I do get very oily, so I just make sure that it's like really packed on. But that was like such a weird experience. Like, I have like also the other experience, and a lot of people do know about this. People who go on my live always hear me talk about this experience that I had. But I had this experience in January. I had heard about the anniversary of a worker in one of the locations that I work at. This guy had passed due to cancer, and he basically loved to work there, from what I heard. On the anniversary of his death, which was around January, the beginning days of January, they heard his laugh, and he has a very distinct laugh, and a lot of people, like, they know like his laugh, so they were kind of freaked out about it. They had told me, like, and they heard that, and then they also saw like a chair move like in the lounge. They told me that. So on that day that they told me that, decided that I would play that scary app that I would play, the app that I had the same experience with in the hospital, or outside of the hospital. And like, nothing really comes up, nothing was coming up, so I was just like like just playing it, like whatever. And then when out of nowhere, usually the app, it's like a word box, and it just says one word at a time. Very rarely it'll say like 2 words at a time, and this time it literally said 3 words at a time. And it said hurt bring Dan, and that was the name of the guy that had passed, which is really scary to think about because he died from cancer. So just thinking about like that, I think I put too much blush. That was actually really scary. And kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty scared. I'm gonna use the blue shimmer, and I'm gonna do the dark blue as like a liner, kind of. And when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? That was kind of trippy, because like, in my head I wasn't really sure, because they had told me the name of the guy, but in my head I was like trying to be like, nah, like I don't think that was the name. Like, I wasn't 100% sure that was his name. So when I confirmed it, like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that is so weird and like trippy that it specifically says those words all at once, and I was just like, that cannot be a coincidence. So first I'm just gonna put the shimmer on top. I remember I had done like a blue look and I really did love it, because the blue shimmer eyeshadow kind of takes me back to like vintage style. Like it kind of gives like 80s retro colors, and like just looks really nice. Like right now it looks weird, but yeah, like I like the way it looks. I just need to add more on my lid, but I like to pack it on so that way it can just be like really fun. But yeah, that was just like a really, those are two of my really big like trippy experience. Like every time I try to do like eyeliner, I only do it like under my eye, because if I do it above my eyelid, like it's not gonna look 100%. Like I feel like it does. But yeah, that's pretty much like my experience like with like paranormal shit. My puppy's about to wake up and I'm gonna have to feed her. It's kind of giving like Princess Jasmine vibes, but like crackhead edition. She already woke up. She's gonna start crying because she wants food. So yeah, this is like what I tried to do. I tried to do it, but like it's really not all that. Like it's just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I don't know what I did, guys. I tried. I really tried. Maybe if I try to like blend out the bottom. I swear it doesn't look that bad in person. I don't know why it just looks more brighter right now. But like this is like very chill. Either way, whenever I do my makeup like with glasses, it doesn't really show that much. So that is it, because I am just getting depressed looking at myself right now. I'm just getting depressed looking at myself because this shit looks really sad. It's kind of defrosting. Tastes just as fresh. Now that's pretty much like what I kind of try to do today, but I don't really like it. I'm sorry, I'm not good with makeup. I need like friends to teach me how to do makeup.